So let me hit you what's coming through once again. Before we continue with this video, do not forget to hit the like, subscribe to the channel. For those who've been showing love and support, I do highly appreciate every single one of you guys. On today's video, we're gonna talk about this cover up, and it seems like Gunner came out to cover for High Power Fitness. High Power Fitness did his response video. Nobody believed him. Nobody believed him, and still they trying to make it seem it's not there. It was not him, right? But for those who know, man, we're gonna go and I'm gonna show you the clips and how everything turned out, right? For those who don't know, right? So your boy dropped a video, right? And where we see High Power Fitness in the middle, and I named the title "Caught in a Lie" or something like that. You have Gunner and Dubs on the background, right? And basically, I did this because High Power Fitness is now coming up with content saying that he does not support individuals who paroled from a yard that is no good, right? Which, in reality, he knew that those guys paroled from right there a long time ago, guaranteed, right? But now all of a sudden, because everybody's going after those two guys, he decided to separate himself and be like, man, I don't support this. I just find out about this, which I show you that no, he knew a long time ago. It is in the comment sections when people send them the videos, the different links, so they can go over there and click on that stuff, right? And please don't say that you don't have time, because there's time. If there's time to attend the lives of Dubs and Gunner, there's time to watch those links. So there's time, right? So that being in, Dubs came out with the response, right? He said that he saw this clip and he is gonna agree with that, which I want you to listen to it, right?
Man, I just wanted to acknowledge that it's true. There's a lot of hypocrites out there. There's a lot of people that can't stand on their own 2 feet and be men. They're worried about all the wrong things. And what they do is they get scared of people trolling them and they become the troll. But at least with the trolls, the real trolls, they don't reach out to us. They don't do that. Hey, homie, I had to do that. And I have to at least acknowledge and respect that.
He agrees with it. He's saying there's hypocrites out there. And in his video, he's trying to make it seem that there's multiple, right? Which in reality, for those who know, everybody who's been on YouTube know that only one person was supporting those two guys. And I'm not saying it is bad to support them. Like, you're going to support whoever you're going to support, regardless, right? Regardless, right? I'm not, at least me personally, I'm not here saying, hey, man, let's go after this guy because he's supporting this person. Nah, that's not me, man. That's not me. But what I'm saying is that if you were supporting those guys, right? Why are you going to turn your back on them? One, because first of all, those guys were the ones who sent you the subscribers, because High Power Fitness channel went up because of their subscribers, right? Now you're biting the hand that was feeding you. So now that is going to affect your channel, and you're going to lose subscribers. You're going to lose people watching your channel, which we can see that already. Honestly, we can see that already. But those were trying to make it seem like it was multiple, but there's no multiple. It's only him, the one who supports the channel, and it's him, the one whose videos he comes out, oh, I don't support people that come from here and the parole from here and stuff like that. Like, contradicting himself from months ago, right? Months ago, which back then it did not matter. As long as they're here doing positive, it is what it is, right? That's that. Then all of a sudden, Gunner came out with another video in where he's defending High Power Fitness, basically saying that it's not him. You know, basically saying that High Power Fitness is a fitment guy. He's doing his thing and stuff like that. But let's just listen to some of his clip, just a little bit of his clip, so you can understand the kind of energy that he was putting out there on his video.
As far as High Power Fitness goes, I ain't got a bad bone in my body directed at that individual. I ain't got nothing bad to say about him because he's never said anything bad about me. What he has said, and I've watched videos, man, and people like, oh man, he's calling you a rat, he's calling you this, he's calling you that. Look, he's a viejito, man. He's an older gentleman who remembers doing time back in the days, right? And it's hard sometimes maybe for him to facilitate the message he's trying to get across. But I also believe he's an honest, open, and real individual enough that if he has a fucking issue or problem, he has my number. He can call and tell me. There's never been any of that. It's only been respectful and civil, and that's a fact, right? As far as who Dubs is talking about, and everyone's worried about Dubs, everybody's worried about Dubs. You know, hey, there's no reasoning for him to explain what he wants to do. He does his videos. You know, I just thought it was crazy that everybody was like, oh man, it's this guy, or it's that guy, or it's this guy. Like, ooh, where's Waldo? Who?
So this guy, Gunner, was basically covering up for High Power Fitness. The reason, I don't know. Most likely, High Power Fitness got in contact with him, call him, and trust me, they do talk behind closed doors, because Gunner is the one who gives them pointers when it comes to YouTube, right? When it comes to his channel and stuff like that. And that's how High Power Fitness channel is being moving forward, right? In a way, until he jumped ship once that ship was sinking, right? And now the subscribers to Dubs and Gunner, they're like, man, come on, I can't watch him no more. I need to subscribe from him, because he'd been dropping content in where he's basically trying to push Gunner and Dubs away from him because of the recent videos that had surfaced, recent paperwork, recent information and stuff like that. And he's just trying to distance himself, because he says that that's not him, that's not his morals, or whatever the case might be, right? Now, I know that Gunner was basically saying that this guy is part of something and he has to move in a different way. Well, that guy is retired. He's not part of nothing, right? At the end of the day, a civilian, if you are a civilian, not an active associate no more, not an active associate, just a civilian, who should trip on you? You did your time. You did what you had to do. Now you're just a normal person out there in society trying to run a business. So it should not matter, right? At least in my book, it is what it is, right? You're not pushing that. You're not doing that. It is what it is. But that's what I believe. I might be wrong. I'm not saying I'm always right when I speak on this stuff, but I might be wrong. But still, he's trying to make it seem like these guys are dropping content, they're hating, they're doing this, they were quick to react. But not all his subscribers agree with him. Only a handful actually believe what Gunner had said, and they're like, oh, I knew he was not talking about High Power Fitness. But it's those guys who actually are very easy to persuade, right? It's like one of those guys who just tell them, hey man, you know what? Go to your house, open your safe, get me $50 and just give them to me. And that's what the person is gonna do, right? They're easy to persuade. Why? Because they're in, I don't know, like encantados contigo and mesmerized with you. You know what I mean? They're like, yeah, like, damn, you're everything, man. How can I help you? How can I? You know what I mean? Are you okay? It's one of those people, right? But that's what he put out there. Now, we seen, for those who haven't seen, High Power Fitness made a big deal that he was going to drop a video at 5 p.m. Go tune in. He's going to have to address Dubs and stuff like that, because Dubs called it. Dubs said, hey man, all of a sudden this guy's going to get with like super maker wow in front of the camera, and he's going to talk that smack. But I feel like the power of Dubs by saying, you don't want me to release those messages, really got to High Power Fitness. Why? Because I just only wonder what those messages had right there. I can only imagine. And that's the reason that he don't want those messages to be exposed. So I man, that's what people get, man. Sometimes it's best just to be quiet, keep it at the minimum, and don't over expose, don't overdo yourself. Just keep it on as a mutual conversation. Don't do too much, right? Just because you want to be cool with them. Don't, because at the end of the day, that same information can come back and bite you in the ass. Seems like this is what's going on right now. That's what it seems like it. But let's just listen to the excuse of High Power Fitness, because his whole video was basically talking about his family, how his family are just regular people. I don't know, they're cops, detectives, FBI's, whatever they are. But that's basically what he's saying, right? Let's listen to this.
That video that Mr. Dubs dropped, I know it wasn't meant for me. I just explained to you guys. I do not have his direct number. He doesn't have no text messages from me. I have no way of contacting Mr. Dubs, other than if I were to reach out to my homeboy. But I see no need for that. For what? Doesn't make no sense, right? You know. So, anyways, people. And as far as like I said, he even mentioned the person that's the friend of me. Like I said, once again, understand that person wanted Dubs to meet his family. My kids know nothing of Dubs. They have no idea who he is. They have no idea anybody that I watch on social media. My kids are in a position where they don't even follow my Instagram. Okay, that speaks volumes. Okay, I'm not going to say what they do for a living, but they don't even follow my Instagram, especially my YouTube channel. They're not going to be caught up doing anything like that. Trust and believe. Well, anyways, people, with that being said, I'm going to bring this video to an end. I hope it.
So there you have it. So because of Dubs had said in his video that this person wanted him to meet his family, which in reality his family, I mean, could be just him and his wife, could be him, the wife and his kid, or it could be him, grandma, his cousins, his uncles, the family dogs, like nieces, nephews, could be anyone, right? But if you were to ask me, it's maybe just him and his wife, possibly his kids. But because Dubs said this, right, that's the only angle that High Power Fitness could go with, and basically said that his family are a bunch of professionals that were not, first of all, they don't know Dubs. I mean, Dubs didn't say that his family knew him, but that basically his family would not be with the convict because they're not part of the lifestyle. You know, they're just a regular civilians. It's only him, High Power Fitness, who's the one who's tatted, who has the earring, and who has that chip in his shoulder, and that's it, man. That's it, right? For me, I don't know. For me, that was not a good enough excuse, right? It seems like he didn't address the other issues that this guy was saying. But if he wants to get that angle, it is what it is. It seems like they trying to help High Power Fitness. In my personal opinion, I believe that when Dub said about those text messages, that's when they were like, hold on, man, what's going on right here? You know, I think I need to kick back because I don't want those text messages to be put out there on the internet, because now maybe he's saying something that he shouldn't be saying on text. And because of that, they got somebody by the huevos, in my opinion, right? But again, Gunner, for what I think, and a lot of viewers think this just came out trying to clean up a little bit, make it like, hey, there's no problems right here, we're good officers, you can go back, whoever call 911, there's no issues right here at the house, man. Just go by your way, you know. But nobody believed that. I don't believe that, you know, because again, the only person who supports those guys, and actually the only person who has posted those videos about saying, hey, you know what, I don't mess with those guys because of they parole, or not necessarily those guys, but with people who parole from a not good yard, man, he's the only one who put those videos out. And I don't know, man, it is what it is. At the end of the day, you have to be smarter, man. You have to be very smart. You cannot do that to somebody who actually was the one who supported your channel. Your channel wouldn't be nothing without those two guys. Those two guys were actually the people who helped his channel to move up. Like, most of his subscribers came from them. You know what I mean? So now, best believe this, a lot of those subscribers from Dubs and Gunnerz are gonna unsubscribe from that, and I don't know how this is gonna affect him, you know, but it is what it is. Welcome to YouTube, right? You have to know how to move in YouTube, right? It's either you're with somebody, rock with him. If you don't agree with something that he says, just stay quiet. Don't even do content. Just stay away from that topic. Just mind your own business. Do whatever you have to do. Maybe on the background, be like, hey, you know what? I didn't like what you did. That's why I was like trying to keep my distance, because I don't want to get involved in that stuff, right? Or you can do it by yourself. You don't need nobody to help you. That's how we be doing it. We have been doing it by ourselves, you know, and people have liked and respect that. Simple as that, man. We keep it respectful with everybody, and that's how it should be, man. That's how it should be, man. Sometimes when people come out and contradict themselves, and it's content that we can put out there, man, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I'm sorry, but we're gonna do it. But we're trying to keep it respectful with everybody else. And of course, one big thing: don't call nobody out of their names, because that's not our style. And I know that a lot of people get down like that, but that's not my style. But with this being said, we are out to next video. Saludos a todos. Al ratos.